Rizzy Rise. Ha. Rizzy. Came from the bottom like I rose from the grave. I've been stuck in my thoughts, stuck in my ways, stuck up thoughties on my mind, keep getting in the way. Now these snakes always tempting, slithering away.
What up, sports world? This is your boy Reek on another edition of Sports Talk.
Ravens are better.
He's lying. We're here with my boy Mike,
The Ravens fan, you know.
the Ravens fan who think he know everything. On my left, the wannabe Ravens fan. And then on my right, we got my man Brian, new to the Sports Talk
What's up, baby? Pittsburgh Steelers. 4-1-2.
all day. PCH.
Team effort, not Deflategate, Spygate, Flakegate, none of that.
Yeah, they haven't won a Super Bowl in like
6 rings.
Haven't won a Super Bowl
6
in 20
rings.
years.
All right, hardball, calm down over there, hardball.
But anyway, last time we were on Sports Talk, me and Michael was chopping it up about going into the playoffs. Then kind of went downhill with all the teams that were entering and not entering. It ended up being the Eagles versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I called it though. I did call it though. I told you it would be.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I had the 49ers versus the Chiefs. I had the 49ers.
the rematch. Yeah,
I knew the Eagles were better.
I thought it was gonna be the 49ers and Bills because the Bills was looking real good. And then
Well, the Bills went downhill faster than.
when I seen Burrow, Snow Burrow, I was like, oh yeah, he's a different breed, but he couldn't do nothing. But
Lights.
But yeah, it was the Eagles and the Chiefs. That was a real good game. In my opinion, I thought it was like probably not the best Super Bowl, but like high scoring game. I mean, you gotta agree, it was a good two young quarterbacks going at it, good defenses, good offenses.
I think Jalen Hurts was just a little bit new to this team when it comes to Super Bowl. That's why I think he didn't play as well.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the nerves. I mean, you got to think, I think he also went to the national championship when he was in college, so he has some experience
Right.
with this. But at the same time, though, going from college to NFL, whole different ball game. Whole different set of 48 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever, 15 minute quarters? 12 minute quarters? Yeah,
15.
15?
50.
It's a whole different ball game when it comes to 60 minutes. Whole different ball game.
He even had like a couple of touchdowns, rushing touchdowns during that game. So I was impressed. by
5-yard walk-ins aren't that impressive.
I mean, hey, it's the effort that count.
But I will say this, though, speaking of what you were saying, a lot of his rushing touchdowns were straight QB sneaks going right up the gut, bro, right behind Jason Kelsey. So, I mean, you got to think, though, if you're going right up behind Jason Kelsey, bro, helmets are flying. He's taking hits, you know what I mean? So even though, like you said, it was just a couple yard walk-ins, he had to earn that yard. He had to earn that 2. He had to earn that 3. But if you want to go to your team, then yeah, we could talk about Lamar Jackson, basically creep-footing all over everybody.
Yeah, it's called the Dream Machine Shake, baby. Shake and bake.
So did y'all root for any? I mean, I know we're Steelers fans, you're Ravens fans, but did y'all root for anybody in the Super Bowl? Like,
Yeah, we birds want to stick together.
okay, so you was the Eagles.
I was Eagles.
Eagles too.
110%.
I guess I was the only Chiefs. Only reason why I like the Chiefs is
And this is why the Steelers are trash.
I like Patrick Mahomes. He's a hater. He can't
Hater.
say
We
nothing.
couldn't-
This
Big
is why
hate.
We
this
be-
man voted for the Chiefs.
I voted for the Chiefs. I mean, it was
Eagles.
I mean, everybody, of course, Philadelphia, PA thing. I mean, but I only read it for the Chiefs because, and this might sound a little shallow, but 15 is my favorite number. My favorite color is red.
All right, respect it.
And Patrick Mahomes, I like him. I
So
study
you
him.
like riding him, okay.
I'm just saying Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback coming in the game. He won a Super Bowl. He did pretty good, so I got to give him his respect. I thought, I knew the Chiefs was going to do something good, so of course. But yeah. And I predicted the score was going to be like 30-33. I was close.
I thought it was going to be I knew it was going to be a shootout.
I knew it was going to end by a field goal. I was like, somebody's going to make a field goal to end the game.
It was either going to be a complete shootout and somebody was going to pull away with it, or like you said, close game, lead it up to a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't expect to happen, to be honest with you, was the fact I thought it was going to be shootout for shootout, and then eventually somewhere in the third or fourth, one of the teams was going to pull away. Honest to God, I thought one of them was just going to pull away. Somebody's going to get tired. Somebody make a mental error. Somebody gets injured. You know what I mean? So
I had my doubts though on the Chiefs. I thought because Mahomes was getting hurt out there, and then everybody was slipping. I was like, I don't know at this point. I don't know if the Chiefs gonna come out of this, but it was neck and neck. It was hard to tell at the end who was going.
no, it was definitely one of the better, one of the better Super Bowls to watch. You know what I mean? As far as
For
like,
in the past 3 years, I think this is probably the best one.
Yeah,
The past,
what?
even 5 years, I would say the best Super
Chiefs
Bowl.
blew out the last couple of people they played in the Super Bowl.
Right,
You know
and
what I
then
mean?
before then it was the
Tampa Bay with
the
the
Buccaneers.
Braves.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
That's because the Bengals were better. The Chiefs would have never went to the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, if the
Bengals are trash too.
if the Bengals would have decided to show up that day and play them how they played them in the regular season, yeah, they could have
Or
had
any
it.
other AFC
But
championship.
Joey B just didn't show up and do Joey B things. He got a little nervous.
Joey B cares more about his clout than the game.
it seemed
Joey
like
B got some nice hair. You watch the way you talk about my man.
yeah.
Yeah, man pulls up in a full suit and tie, but he can't show up to the actual game.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's Macaulay Culkin's cousin. We're talking
If you
about.
didn't know by now, that is Mike, aka Coach Harbaugh, aka Stir the Pot Mike. Okay, because this
Thanks
man
for
just
days.
stirs the pot.
Yeah. Ravens over everything in his world.
he
Everybody's trash but Ravens.
He said his blood is
Ravens
purple.
suck.
He said his blood is purple.
The Ravens are trash too. I don't even want to hear about it.
Okay, he can even talk.
All right. So at least this man's honest. We could deal with some
Okay.
honesty right now. You know what I mean?
So did y'all think the drugs given to Patrick Mahomes help him win? Do you think he was he had a little more steroid or something in his veins? Because he was limp. He went from limping to just start chucking in and running and doing whatever after that. So I mean,
I feel like when it comes to like a lot of times like not momentum, but it's like that like adrenaline, and sometimes you probably don't even feel it at that point, you know.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah,
drugs
so
too and adrenaline.
100% that, but I could also speak to my own personal experience. When I tore my ACL and my meniscus, they used to give me shots of
Chicken shots?
no, it was
It's what they call it. It's chicken fat. They
No, it was cortisol, I think it was. It was like a steroid, and they injected it right into my knee. And I swear to God, bro, before I had they did it before my surgery because I still had my knee was completely obliterated, and they gave me a shot right in my kneecap, right into my knee. Gave me some cortisol. For the next 2 weeks, bro, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was moving, grooving, and juving.
he had the roid juice in him.
So I mean, I know they'll do that though. That is a real thing. Like especially in professional levels, even collegiate levels.
Mm-hmm.
If you're nice and you're that, and it's one of them games,
I would say.
and you want to play, all right, come get a cortisol real quick. And they'll pop that thing right in you, boy, and you'll hop back up like a brand new man.
Exactly.
For real. So I mean, it's a possibility, bro. But like for real,
I
stuff
feel like
that.
me personally, I feel like he had heart. So I mean, of course,
I think any player in that predicament with the Super Bowl on the line is going to do exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going
fight it
to.
out because he was even doing that in the playoffs. Like even when he was injured and his legs was tore up, he was still able to play and they put it back up. He didn't even want the backup to come in. He was like, "No, I got this." I mean, I feel like he was a real team player.
I'm glad they didn't bring in their backup. Who was their backup? Like Pancheka or whatever his name is.
Something like that. But he retired too. I'm like, yeah, you retired, basically a bench warmer, and you're getting all that money to retire. Okay, I guess you never knew you wasn't gonna get the starting position, so I guess.
I mean, bro, there's some
a
second
lot of
string.
Ravens lost the playoffs. Man didn't want to take a no cortisone shot.
Yeah.
Would you say Lamar? Hey, Lamar, where was your cortisone? Where's your cortisol shot?
And the fact that we still almost beat him with a backup. I don't know. The Bengals definitely. I feel like the Bengals definitely choked every game in the playoffs. The fact that the Ravens even came close to beating them is pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, our defense is amazing, but offensively, no.
Yeah, our quarterback was a little.
No, for real, you take away Lamar. I mean,
With them, we don't have enough. I mean,
Man, I wish the Steelers would have made the playoffs. I just want to see how far we go. I personally think next year we'll be way better.
interesting. It's going to be a spicy year for us.
Our backup's bad, but I feel like he doesn't play enough, so I feel like his true
Is
talent.
it Huntley?
Yeah. I think he tries too much to be like Lamar. I feel like
Okay, I could see that.
He
No,
scrambles
no.
way too much.
I feel like
Yeah,
he does
exactly.
too. Or no, he's very indecisive. Like he starts to rush it, and then like he gets to like line of scrimmage, he's like, oh wait a minute, but he's already passing, and then he just has to start running at that point. It's like, bro. And then he makes some stupid ass
Well,
throws.
do you think a lot of it has to do with the fact is that they don't play as much? So when they do come off, yeah, they're well rested and everything, but they're a little slow behind the game because they haven't played in damn near a season, 2 seasons, sometimes even 3 or 4. So when they do come finally on, It's like they're 4 seasons behind in real life time. Like, you know,
Right.
the pace and the tempo and the momentum and the movement that they do in practice is not the same as it is on the field on game day on Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
But he had 5 games to warm. I feel like he did have a 5-game.
oh yeah, it is right. Lamar did get hurt with a little couple weeks. I forgot about that. Right before the playoffs, right?
Yeah, and he only got 2 touchdowns in 5 games.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And then he still made the Pro Bowl.
Ruh-roh. They put him in the Pro Bowl for real.
So
He
did
got
y'all,
into the Pro Bowl with that shit.
did y'all think the Eagles were robbed by the holding call at the end with Gigi, or do you think it was a fair call?
I mean, it clearly was holding, but at the same time, it's one of those things like early in the game, people are going to be doing that. Plays aren't going to be called.
Yeah. Every play there's probably a penalty. There's probably a penalty on every play, but
This is
you
what
gotta let the boys play. But in the same time though, like what we were talking about, what was that? Where there's only a couple minutes left, right? And that was basically like the game deciding hold, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So in that moment in time, that call needs to be made. Like when the games is on the line, there's reputations on the line, and let's be honest, like people's jobs is on the line. Like legit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's funny because there was a lot of calls in the playoffs they did not call, but like certain calls they'll call, certain they did. I just thought it was funny because
Refs are biased.
yeah, they're real biased when it comes
Well,
to
they're
games.
humans. You know what I mean? Like you're humans, and also think about too.
Skill issue.
Skill
Issue.
You gotta also think though too, they're humans, but more importantly, bro, if I'm a ref and you're talking ish to me and I don't like the way you're talking to me or anything, alright, I got you, cuz. You know what I mean?
He gonna put the whole team.
I'm gonna let dude put his whole 2 hands inside your face mask. You was looking at me for a face mask. You like, look, bro, I didn't see none.
Don't let this man be a ref for the Steelers.
Right.
Don't let me do it. I accept payoffs. I will accept payoffs. My God. What did you say? Hold on. You bet how much on what? And you said what's going to hit on who?
Yeah. So you're saying
You said you need a late game PI for the game winner? I got you. How much is going to be in my bank account? $250. I got you. Don't put me on it, man.
So you're saying you let the Ravens win with the right amount of money? Okay.
Mike.
Come on, bro.
Well, money.
We can't let the Ravens win.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying I let them win against the Steelers. I'll let you win against the Browns, though.
We don't need no unofficial calls to beat the Steelers. We just pure skill.
I do this for me on every day. Yeah.
One take, Mr. 27.
Let's get
Mr.
it.
29
Chico
Infinity.
Rico.
Mr. I know.
Hey, got it. Hit it. Everything like for me, for Reese, yeah.